What's going on, guys? It's Lucas at WindToys in Rohnert Park here with Billy from WindToys. We'll be talking a little bit about what we've got going on here for my setup, stock setup. But we're gonna go ahead and let Billy take it away here. This is his shop.
All right, guys. Yeah, I want to just go over what Lucas has here. So his base boat is a Passport 12 here. One of my favorite boats in the Hobie lineup. And the main reason I like this boat is because you can accessorize it over time and you don't have to jump in with as big of a budget. We'll probably talk budget in the end of the video here. But you can start with a stock boat, and at $1849, I mean, I think it's the best budget-minded pedal drive kayak on the market. I've tried them all. I really think a Passport 12 is the best like entry-level fishing kayak with pedals out there. And that's what Lucas started with. And the cool thing about this is he started with a stock boat like we have here, and then he built it up over time. And so he didn't have to go all in at the beginning. I think when you bought the boat originally, you just got the boat and a set of wheels.
Maybe set of wheels.
A few little accessories, but you could have even held off on those and just fished it like that. So a little run through on what you got going on here. He's got Dune Passport 12. He's got a Hobie heavy duty cart. He's got a 13 by 16 black pack with the short stack up on top here. We did do the hatch upgrade on his boat, so we put a rectangular hatch here and moved the circle hatch up to the front. You can see on this stock one, it comes with an 8-inch circle hatch, just stock here. And then we did do a little bit of an electronics package. It's nothing too crazy, but he's got a Garmin 9-inch unit. What unit is this?
Striker Vivid.
It's the Striker Vivid 9-inch unit. This is an awesome unit, actually, if you want side scan, down scan, and clear view. All in a unit that costs like, I think $700-ish dollars. We got Yak Attack mount for that there. And then he had the 20 amp hour Yak Attack. They're made by Nakwa battery on the front post in that front hatch there. So that was kind of nice to do when we did the hatch upgrade first. Then you have a good spot for the battery in the front there.
Quick and easy disconnects. Makes it nice and simple for when you're ready to go. All you got to do is plug it in, screw it in, put it to that post, and you're ready to go for the entire day.
For sure, for sure. And then we did do, he's filming in his, as I'm sure you guys have seen. So he has this GoPro mount on a Yak Tech boomstick here. And we actually put a splitter in there and then ran a Yak Power plug here. So his battery is doing both his fish finder and his camera. And like you bought an older model.
Yep.
Which
23?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a 22 or a 23. I think I've got some more of those coming in too. I bought some new old stock from Hobie.
And those should be coming in pretty soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Within the next 2-3 weeks, maybe?
Well, they're on the next truck. I don't know when it is scheduled, but yeah, hopefully next week. And I think that's the coolest part about this one is that, like if you get a little discount on the boat, you can legitimately get into the boat with the wheels. I think the wheels are almost needed accessory for any kayak. And then with maybe a crate, I find the crate one of the most useful accessories for fishing.
Oh, it is. You gotta be able to put all your stuff
especially if you like bass fishing like you.
Yeah.
And you're carrying a lot of rods. I love the crates. They're expensive, but I mean, it's one of my favorite accessories for sure.
And I've got a lot of stuff on here you don't need to have to get out on the water and have fun. Like for the longest time, I just upgraded to that Garmin.
Yeah,
what,
for sure.
2-3 months ago?
Yeah.
And I've got the board here for measuring, but that's all for tournaments or...
Yeah, exactly. Just for fun PB stuff,
Yeah.
And then even the fish finder, the fish finder does help in a lot of situations.
Especially that side scan.
Yeah, especially that side scan, sweet. But like my, boat I have rigged right now, I don't have a fish finder on it yet, but I will be putting one on. I just can't decide what I'm doing.
Yeah, Angler 360.
Yeah,
great.
For sure.
That's probably going to be potentially my next upgrade from this in my line of succession for more of the bass fishing.
For sure. And like you have about 3,500 in this one. If you upgraded to the forward and reverse, and if you upgraded to the bigger rudder, which are the only two upgrades you haven't done. That would cost you about another $500.
So around
Yeah,
four.
you're about 4 grand. You're probably just over that, depending on if you do the work yourself, if you have a shop install it.
And you've done for me personally all of the work that we've
Oh
done
yeah, I do
here.
all this install work, the hatches, the wiring, the fish finder install, anything. We can go crazy as you want. We can put motors, lights, you know,
I mean,
anything.
there's three things you could do to this that I haven't done, and one of them's a motor, which is a little overkill for
Yeah,
me.
for sure.
But
I think this is a great pedaling platform. If you want to get into that motor platform, it might be smart to upgrade. We've got all the Hobie models here. This is kind of our entry level with the pedals. I've got even more entry level than this, but you're getting into a paddling boat.
into the Jackson.
Into a Jackson is probably what I'd put you in, which is an awesome like paddling kayak. And then of course, like I really love this boat. I love a Hobie Outback and a Pro Angler 12. Those are my 3 favorite boats.
Oh yeah.
But I do have like Lynx and Revolutions, the whole
Hobie
lineup, for sure. But I think those three are 3 of the most versatile boats out there.
And then you've got a whole bunch of accessories from Yak
Attack, Burley Pro, Boondocks. Those are kind of our 3 big ones. Of course, all the Hobie accessories. Yeah, for sure. We do installs. We do demos. If you ever want to try anything, try it before you buy it. That's the best way. Lucas did a demo.
Yep, Saturdays.
Yeah, Saturday mornings usually. Between 8 and 10, just at some local body of water.
Yep.
We're out there pedaling around. You might even catch fish if you bring a rod. But yeah, that's a great way to try out different boats and different budgets. I think if you want to get into a fishing kayak, you should set yourself a budget, and then from that we can work.
Figure out what works
any
best
budget. And like I know your budget. This boat was like kind of at the top of it, right?
This was to start out. I was looking into just a paddling kayak.
Yeah.
And Billy put me into one of these.
I saw it.
And within 5 minutes, it's such a big difference when you look and actually get to feel what it's like to be in one and fish out of one. So Billy put me in it, and I was hooked ever since.
Yeah, the pedals are just a game changer. I mean, I like motors too, but in my opinion, the pedals are the biggest game changer from like paddling, pedals, and then motor. Pedals are so huge for fishing, especially what we like doing bass fishing. You take this anywhere. I take one of these on the ocean, rock fishing. I don't think we've gotten you out there yet, but we will.
It'll be coming soon.
Yeah, and you could go halibut fishing this. If you were looking for more ocean fishing stuff, the Passport 12 is great for that as well. Hobie Outback is probably the best boat for that out there, but this one's totally capable. And then, we like fishing all the bigger lakes, the ponds, and the river, which this thing is. Which is awesome.
We just got done with a trip.
Yeah, we're just on the river
going out
days ago.
I mean, we're in maybe 6 inches to a foot of water.
Yeah,
in some sections and
floating down.
No problems.
Going through light rapids,
making it easy.
It's awesome, and that's my favorite thing about kayak in general. Is just how versatile it is.
Yep.
I caught a salmon off of mine like a couple of weeks ago, and then I caught a bass off the same boat 1 week later. I couldn't own a power boat that does that. Right, I'd have to own 2 different ones.
I mean, you probably could. It wouldn't go well.
Yeah, it would be. It wouldn't be good at either of those.
Nope.
And like my boat is good at both of those.
And it's a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, and then once your initial cost can be high, $3,500. That's a good chunk of change you've got into this one here. But after that, your maintenance is ridiculously low.
I'm not putting fuel in it.
Yeah, and you're never gonna. You're not going to wear anything out on this.
No. Not for quite a few years.
You could use this for 10 years probably.
Yeah.
And it would be totally fine with heavy use at the end of those 10 years.
And we get out there almost every weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even sometimes during the weekend, I've had no problems.
Yeah.
Not had to upgrade. Well, done a lot of upgrades. Haven't had to replace any of the upgrades I've made, replace any of the stuff that the boat came stock with.
Yeah.
Pedals work fine. Everything works great. And it's also great that if I do have a problem, bring it right back into here.
Heck yeah.
Billy takes care of me.
We do warranty work too. If anything goes wrong, we take care of our customers, of course. And really, this boat is pretty bulletproof. There's not a whole lot of moving parts on this thing. Even though we've kind of made it into, a pretty sophisticated fishing rig,
We've added quite a bit.
it's pretty bulletproof here. Um, and nothing's like crazy on this one as far as like builds go.
Straightforward.
It's pretty straightforward and easy. This power plug here is probably the only thing that I don't do on everybody's.
Yeah.
Because you're doing some more tournaments, so having a spot to charge your phone, and then of course with the filming, so you don't have to keep switching those camera batteries.
It's made a world of difference.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. For sure. And yeah, it's awesome. Awesome boat. I love the Passport 12 in general.
Yeah.
And this one is pretty sweet.
All right, buddy. Thanks for doing this with me.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully we can get some people to come try these out.
Yeah,
weekends,
for sure.
Saturdays.
Saturday
come
mornings,
in, hang out.
Yeah, give me a call before to sign up, or come by the shop and take a look at them. But great boats.
All right, man. Thanks.
Cool.